What's up, everybody? Yeah, I just want to talk about my big ego and my big head and all this, you know, this pridefulness I got, in myself. Really, I do want to, something I want to talk about is I don't necessarily always see what you guys are seeing. You guys aren't always seeing what I'm seeing or what I'm doing or going through. But I've just come to realize that maybe some of the things I say or some of the ways that I act on here on social media can come off as being arrogant and having an ego and this and that. And absolutely, probably 100%. I want to tell you guys this is that me learning about ego and learning about my ego is I'm only like a month or two into it. Okay. I got a lot to learn, but one of the things that was, there's several things. Sometimes I think it's just, I feel like it's confidence is coming out, but it's probably a lot of it is ego. For instance, me posting on here talking about how many followers I'm getting, the social media is growing, how many likes I am getting, that I'm finally getting monetized and making money and stuff. First, I'll share that with you is my higher power, okay? Probably set my ass straight because, just today or yesterday, he took away all or whatever, the monetization, I'm not, they on all my platforms, they just, I'm not sticking to the community guidelines. So, that it looked like it was going to be doing pretty good. I'm kind of pretty almost to the point of just over the idea of thinking about making money and worrying about that. When I first started this, I had no clue what I was doing. I've said this many times, I never was on social media. And I always, when I was on there, it was just embarrassing myself. I was drunk, post and hate stuff, and then in the morning my family members and friends would be calling me saying, Doug, you need to delete that shit, real talk. I don't want to come off that way, but I may be doing that. I believe that you guys are only seeing a part of me. I can only put little tidbits in here, a little couple minutes here, a couple minutes there. But if I'm comfortable talking on the camera for whatever reason. I don't know how that happened, but I really believe, like, if you saw me here in Key West, yeah, I ride around with my chest out and I'm smiling and stuff, but I also feel like I'm really humble because I am hanging out with the drunks, the drug addicts, the prostitutes, and stuff like that. Everybody always says you need to hang out with people that are doing better than you. And I've had people, and one of the reasons why I have a big problem with Christians these days and wonder why our country is going to shit and the world's going to shit is because there are some, from my, not saying all, but from my experience, a lot, they're very judgmental people. And people ask me and say, Doug, why are you hanging out with them drug addicts? Why are you hanging out with them alcoholics? Why are you hanging out with that prostitute? Oh, you're hanging out with that prostitute. You must be having sex with her. Always thinking the worst and blah, blah, blah. But I really feel like in person, if you all were to, talk to me, I'm very, very, very quiet. A lot of times when people, they see me down here, people come from all over the country and they might run into me and say, hey, I follow you, and expect me to be funny or have this big old lot of talkative. I'm just not. I'm not. I keep to myself a lot. And anybody down here knows I just hard time letting anybody get close to me. It's been a year and I still have not letting people get close to me down here because I'm just so scared of getting hurt. I'm a very emotional person, and you know, I don't need it messing with my sobriety that much. But I just want to share that with you guys. Is, you know, I'm not taking this social media so serious now. It's like I think that the concept for me was proven. I wanted to see if I could do it. Hey, sometimes when I talk about it, I brag about it. It's like, hey man, I put in some hard work to kind of make this thing grow, and I have no idea what I'm talking about. No idea. You know, I've suffered a traumatic brain injury, years of addiction, alcohol and drugs. You know, I guarantee I had mental problems before the brain injury. So, hey, I'm human. I'm human. And when I started this thing, you know, I was just, it was for fun. I just took one video and I was silly, and you know, I'd never gotten more than like 10 views on a video. I thought if I got 10 views on something I was doing, back in the day, I was like, that is great. And the first video, you know what, it just kept getting more views and more interaction and stuff. I want to share this also with you all, is that I thought in the beginning I was going to come on here to try to help other people find sobriety, find their higher power, which I choose to call God. I'm not a Bible thumper, not real religious. It's just, there's something, you can call it the universe, energy, I don't know what it is, okay? I'm being truthful with you. Some people say, you know, it's you just have to go this certain way, and you have to believe in this certain man, you know, which they call God, and I feel like they're idolizing it, and you know, and hey, I could be wrong. I don't know what people say. It's trilogy. It's the trilogy. I never heard that word in the Bible called the trilogy. Maybe I need to learn more about it. But to me, from what I said, you know, he was the Son of God. I am a son of God, and I'm not even going to say his name right now. You know, it throws people off. But I want to walk and be like that guy, because whether people say that he is God or he isn't God, that the guy was definitely alive, okay? And who did he walk with? He walked with the prostitutes, the drug addicts, the alcoholics, you know what I mean? And that's who he ministered to. I just, maybe I've gotten a little off track with the social media, but I was just trying to get it to grow. I was just trying to see how much I could get it to grow. And then, you know, I started filming Nick singing, and that really just boosted up the social media, like bam. And I can't just turn this social media into you know, just Nick. Thank you, Nick, for helping me, helping us both, hopefully, and Willie T's probably. Everybody's watching that. I don't have much more to say than that, other than I am continuously working on myself, and I've been praying to my God, to my higher power, to fill me again with that Holy Spirit. And when I know I'm being really filled, is I can feel it right here. Is where I feel it. I know it, and I've been feeling it lately. It's coming back. I ain't got nothing else to say. I love you guys. Hopefully you got something out of that. Having a good day at the park. Peaceful. I got to get off the wall sometimes. Oh my gosh, why am I out there all the time? Who knows? But later.